first thing you need to figure out is your audience. This is not to say that only one group of people is going to be reading your books. It's just to give you a framework for your story. So you could be writing adult novels, you could be writing a young adult novel, but age group is not the only thing to consider when you're thinking of your audience. Another thing you want to think about is, what does your audience like to read? So for me, let's be honest here, my audience likes to read bromance, and they like to read drama and dry wit and maybe a little bit of action and suspense thrown in. It's just things you need to keep in mind while you're writing so that your book isn't all over the place. So another reason you need to think about your audience, young adult books. I found this out after writing Pride Be Damned. I had no idea. An author friend of mine pointed it out to me when I was writing Good Samaritan. Thank you, Kaley. Young adult novels typically have shorter chapters. When she told me this, it kind of got me trying to figure out why. Young adults are a lot busier than we give them credit for. Any of you Gen Zs that are watching can correct me here, but the way I look at it is young adults could be either in school, in college, so they have homework, working one part-time job, 2 part-time jobs if they're paying tuition, or they're not in school anymore and they're working full-time, or they have extracurricular activities with their friends, whether that's going to movies or playing sports or just hanging out. And unless they and their friends form a book club, they're not going to be reading while they're hanging out. They're busy. I don't think we give them enough credit for that. You want them to be able to read at least a chapter. It's easier for all of us to keep track of where we are in a book by chapters. So, short chapters, so that they can read a chapter while they're on the bus, or just before they go to bed at night, in between classes in school, or at lunchtime, or on break at work. There's all these little pockets of time throughout the day that they might be able to read your book, and you don't want them looking and saying, I don't have time to read that entire chapter. I like to read a full chapter in one sitting, personally, and if I'm tired, I sometimes won't pick up the book if it's a really long chapter. That brings me to why short chapters can be a good thing for you. With young adults, with them being busy, and they're just like, you know what, I'm just gonna read one chapter. But then you end the chapter with a cliffhanger, or a cliffy, as I call it. And they're like, okay, no, I gotta read the next chapter, I gotta know what's happening. That's what you want. I'm not saying that we want to make them late coming back from their break at school or work, or late going to bed, but you want them to be excited about the next chapter. So you want to leave a cliffy at the end of each chapter, but you want the chapters to be short. That's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe below, and maybe let me know in the comments what you thought, whether you agree or disagree. Be sure to click that bell after you subscribe so that you get notifications of when I upload the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and stay happy, healthy, and safe. Bye-bye.
Call me fears and drown to death. Why do you